most cherished and loved, respected Bade Bhaiya, as I call him, Dr. Deepak Chopra. Thank you for your insightful words. And you have correctly and so emphatically conveyed the message on consciousness. We have understood so far, mentally though, that we all have some level of consciousness, which is like a thin film of water sandwiched between two giant oceans, Pacific Ocean and Atlantic Ocean. And we are miserably sandwiched as a thin film of water. We have to soar higher in superconsciousness and dive deeper in subconsciousness, thus widening the available film into a mega, just as what you call in day to day life broadband, broadband exchange with the universal consciousness. Heartfulness is all about how to evolve this available consciousness by fine tuning manas, buddhi, and ahankar. We have also emphasized time and again how mind can be fine tuned, how the intellect can be fine tuned, how the ego can be fine tuned, and what becomes of them as a result of incremental evolution. Function of the mind must change as it evolves. Function of the intellect must change as it evolves. Function of ego also changes as it evolves. And what becomes of it? Spiritual journey helps us experience these continuous incremental changes in the evolution of consciousness. Consciousness is affected by these three fundamental factors. If we think wrongly, if we intellectualize wrongly, and if we say my way only, and see what happens to your consciousness, it shrinks. Love filled hearts, hearts that are ready to let go, hearts which are not willing to say no, 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 no all the time. They will expand continuously through meditation. Mind moves, evolves from thinking to a deeper level of feelings. So, thinking to feeling is how the mind evolves. Intellect will evolve to intelligence, to intuition, to wisdom. These are the steps. And that evolves through the heartfulness cleaning process. As we do daily cleaning and how we remove layers and layers of impressions, our past conditionings, we then begin to dive deeper in our subconsciousness. At the same time, removal of these layers of ignorance helps us improve our intellect into intelligence, and we begin to intuit without any layers, without any filters. And ego, we use the same ego to evolve ourselves further. Ego can also hamper us. It has multiple faces, so many faces it can have. Ego can be utilized for our own growth when we identify our consciousness with the universal consciousness. Babuji Maharaj, our beloved master, he used to make us think. He would pose a question. Children like him, they enjoy playing with toys. That's playtime. Entire childhood passes in playtime. Teenage times and adulthood passes in indulging in romance and whatnot. Nothing wrong with it. Children playing with toys, adult romancing, establishing families with a lot of love. Romance turns into love. Playfulness turns into learning. Nevertheless, there are limitations. Saints and sages and yogis, they also play around. They play with their consciousness. Though the toys for sages and saints and yogis are consciousness. They play with consciousness. Babuji Maharaj challenge is just to think. He asks a fundamental question. What is it that supports consciousness? Try to dive deeper through meditation and find the source of consciousness. Experience the source of consciousness. Consciousness in science is meant means perception. Consciousness can only be defined in very simple term, degree of consciousness, degree of perception. If the nerves or the nervous system is not working properly, you will perceive lesser and lesser. But how do you explain the situation when a child is able to intuit things with blindfold, without touch, without hearing, without doing anything, with closed eyes? They're able to perceive things, what is around them. How such a thing which is beyond sensory is able to perceive things and so correctly? That is our brighter mind exercise. And fortunately, we are able to retain those abilities up to the age of 15, and somehow after the age of 15, we lose that because nerves which are not used, they don't remain intact and remain connected. If you don't use it, you lose it, they say like that. So we need to train our children before the age of 15 to develop a greater level of intuition via brighter mind exercises. Our sister mentioned about our Ekatma Abhiyan. It started few months back. Our volunteers, our preceptors, and our sister Sulochana. Please stand up, my dear. She is 80 years old. Mm. She drove from Hyderabad and visited many small villages of Madhya Pradesh. Whenever she entered the village, people had a lot of fun. 80-year-old grandma is coming to teach us meditation, see. And people used to come not for Babuji or not for heartfulness, but to see 80-year-old driving a car from Hyderabad and going to Madhya Pradesh. The next village also would be waiting for her. Grandma is coming. So my thank you. I can't say much more because my heart is overwhelmed with gratitude, not only of our Sulotna auntie, but so many youngsters also went, people who are not able to, even use American style toilets. They managed to use the Indian toilets because villages are villages after all. They did really splendid work and touched 12 million people, 1.2 crores. And not just once, they make them meditate at least 3 to 4 times during those 3 days of stay in respective villages. And now they have formed their own respective WhatsApp group and they are able to conduct satsang remotely thanks to technology also. That's not the end. On 21st of June, International Yoga Day, Heartfulness Institute was praised by so many, especially our Vice President, the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, as well as the Minister of Ayush. They had showered so much of praise and recognition on a large scale, and I'm sure international community would have understood that there is something like heartfulness which is available for free. Our foundation, like Chopra Foundation, is also a non-profit organization. We don't charge anything for learning meditation because our ancient tradition is very simple. For Brahma Vidya, you cannot fix any price. If you can fix a price and pay for it, why do you need God? On Lord Krishna's birthday, which happens to be this year on 8th of September, all across the globe we celebrate it as Janmashtami. We will soon start same program, Ekatma Abhiyan in state of Gujarat, as well as Bulendkhand part of Uttar Pradesh. So those who are listening, please get ready for our next launch of our program in a more excited way. But don't forget Madhya Pradesh. What we have started, we must deepen it. We have to remain in touch with all the village folks and help them improve through meditation their lifestyle and raise also their financial upliftment. Uplift their financial abilities, help them grow with modern arts of farming. Invite whoever can come to Kanha and learn various techniques that can help improve their crops. So we have to help them not only in spirituality but also raise their bars at an economical level too.